Welcome to this week's African Grain Market Overview made possible by Collateral Management International and Thematic Irrigation Systems. Malawi elected a new government and agreed a maize import deal with Zambia as well. But what can the impact be on maize prices as we head towards the end of this year? All in this week's episode, so make sure to stay tuned. Collateral Management International, or CMI, works across the continent, helping banks and other financiers keep their commodities secure and well managed. With over a decade of experience, they're known for their reliable storage solutions, trusted staff, and professional stock monitoring and inspection services. CMI helps make sure everything runs smoothly and securely. CMI, your trusted collateral manager in Africa. The latest white maize prices across Africa traded as follows. Lilongwe on $250, Chipata in eastern Zambia on $270, Lusaka traded on $293, Iringa in central Tanzania on $257, Dar es Salaam on $277, with Harare now on $345 per metric ton. Please remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It will really help us a lot and won't cost you anything. But with that said, let's hand over to Jacques for this week's update on the African grain markets.
Welcome all viewers. This week we look at the Malawi maize market and we'll discuss the recent government-to-government import deal with Zambia, as well as the potential impact the newly elected government could have on the maize market and agriculture in general. But first, we will briefly look at the SND situation. For our 2025-26 SND forecast, running from May 2025 to April 2026, we estimate production at 2.5 million tons and consumption at 3.1 million tons, i.e. a 600,000 ton deficit. No real concern regarding the import need this year, as healthy supply in neighbouring Zambia and Tanzania should comfortably meet the Malawi deficit. Last week, Malawi signed a government-to-government agreement with Zambia to import 200,000 tons of maize. The deal is valued at $77 million or $385 per ton of maize. See the blue line. Not sure if this is the price at origin or destination, but it is a rather high price, well above the market price in both Malawi and Zambia. We understand an IMF loan of $45 million will be utilized for the deal, but no clarity how the $32 million shortfall will be funded. Very few details available how this deal will execute. Rumours the Malawi government is planning to subsidize this maize into the market to promote food security. Malawi had elections on September 13 and the opposition won by a landslide margin against expectations. This has brought optimism to the market as there are indications the new government might follow a more market-friendly economic approach. The economy is desperate for a devaluation of the central bank exchange rate, the official rate determined by government. At this point, the official rate is at 1,750 kwacha per dollar versus the more realistic black market rate at 4,400 kwacha per dollar, 150% weaker, which is severely hampering economic activity. We use the black market rate for all our calculations. The new government has indicated a devaluation is imminent. The market also needs the government to change their policy on forex flows into the country. Currently, 25% of forex a private business earns through exports are allocated to the Reserve Bank and reimbursed in kwacha at the official rate. The exporter earns 15% less on the deal due to the Reserve Bank allocation. This policy is slowing exports and therefore forex inflows, which the economy desperately needs. A more export-friendly policy will increase exports and forex inflows. Also, the government policy to heavily subsidize fuel is straining the economy. The new government, after being elected, did increase the fuel price by 35%, a positive step, but it remains well below the import cost and there is a fuel shortage. At this stage, the majority of forex inflows is utilized to foot the government's fuel bill. The new government will need to prove themselves and their economic policy direction to earn trust. Liberalizing their forex policy could go a long way to earn some trust. Last week, the new president of Malawi indicated the Farm Input Subsidy Program will be reintroduced and be launched the second week of November. The program is expected to benefit 1.1 million households, each accessing 2 50 kg bags of fertilizer and 1 5 kg bag of seed. The cost to the farmer for a bag of fertilizer will be 10,000 kwacha or $2.30, which is an 85% discount compared to the current price in the wholesale commercial market of around $16. This subsidy is extremely high and not conducive to healthy economic policy. A quick matchbox calculation indicates the program will distribute 110,000 tons of fertilizer with a price tag of $60 to $70 million. Despite this, the market expects a shortage of fertilizer for the new season. This graph illustrates the Lilongwe maize price history. The yellow circle indicates how prices slumped by 15% the last 2 weeks to $250 a ton due to slow maize meal demand and speculative local maize coming to market after the government-to-government deal discussed earlier was announced. This also slowed imports, but market expects once the speculative maize is through the system, next month or so, the import need will grow once again and prices should trend upwards. Next week, we will discuss the Zambia maize market, where a large portion of the maize the FRA purchased from farmers remain unpaid. Remember, quality information improves decision making. Contact us for more detailed, tailored information.
Thanks, Jock. Insightful as usual. This episode was made possible by Collateral Management International and Zematic Irrigation Systems. Remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel or contact us directly for more detailed market reports on the African grain markets as well. I'm Dr. Johnny van der Merwe and thanks for watching.